Best shooter ever, Steph Curry's spectacular finish secures Team USA another gold. The sequence was pure Steph Curry. With France putting a small dent in the United States' lead late in the fourth quarter of the men's basketball gold medal game, Curry unleashed a flurry of three-pointers that left France flustered and delivered the US its fifth consecutive gold medal. Curry scored a team-high 24 points, all coming on three-pointers, and 4 of those threes came in the game's final 2:47, each one bigger and more important than the previous one. The coup de grace came with 35 seconds remaining. Hounded by France's Nicolas Batum and Evan Fournier, Curry launched a deep, high-arching three-pointer that put the US ahead 96-87. Curry ran down the court with his hands to head in his trademark good-night gesture. It was over. The degree of difficulty, time and score, and the stakes made the shot part of Curry's career highlights package. "I impressed myself on that one," Curry said. Said US coach Steve Kerr. He put on that show down the stretch in the last few minutes, and it was pretty amazing to watch. Curry rediscovered his three-point shot at the most opportune time for the US. He struggled with his shot in the first 4 games of the 2024 Paris Olympics, shooting 35.7% from the field and 25% on three-pointers. In his next 2 games, it was vintage Curry. He scored 36 points on 9 for 14 three-point shooting against Serbia in the semifinals, a game in which the US came back from a 13-point deficit in the fourth quarter. Against France, he was 8 for 12 from deep. In the final 2 games of Curry's first Olympics, he scored 60 points and made 17 of 26 three-pointers. "The first 4 games I had decent looks. They weren't falling, but they were in the rhythm of the offense," Curry said. "Coach reminded me at a certain point early that the game will come if you allow it, and even I was missing shots, just stay engaged, and that fed into being locked in for these last 2 games because the game called for me to get shots up and knock them down." Kevin Durant called watching what Curry did an out-of-body experience. Kerr has watched Curry explode like that hundreds of times with the Golden State Warriors. But even this was a different kind of performance. Throughout the course of Curry's Hall of Fame career in the NBA, he has made 17 three-pointers in consecutive games about a dozen times and has never made that many in back-to-back playoff games. Curry has won NBA titles, regular season MVPs, and a Finals MVP. Among the great players of the past 3 decades, most have Olympic gold medals. Curry's Hall of Fame resume was missing an Olympic gold. He gave a soft commitment for Kerr after Golden State won the 2022 NBA championship, and when James started texting players about a year ago, Curry was in. "I understand it's something I hadn't done, and if I was healthy and able to do it that it'd be something I would want to," Curry said. "It wasn't as much about checking a box as it was the experience," Curry said. "I'm smiling cheese and having the best time of my life because this might not come around again. So very, very special. Just trying to take it all in," he said. He went to other Olympic events. Saw Simone Biles and Suni Lee collect gold medals. And then, he had an opportunity to win a gold. Late in the game, Curry suggested running a side pick-and-roll with LeBron James. In Golden State's system, Curry encourages players to have a voice. "If the players feel something and they feel strongly about it, we often go with it," Kerr said. "And I think when Steph said, 'Hey, let's do a cleared side pick and roll,' and I just said, 'All right, just don't throw the ball to the other team.'" Curry laughed. It was a bit of an inside joke in that Kerr detests some of Curry's turnovers. But the play worked, and Curry closed out of the game with those 4 three-pointers. "You just stay confident, stay present, and don't get rattled by the moment," Curry said. And we've all been in those type of scenarios before where you just have to meet the moment. And Steph Curry is not a stranger to the moment.